What a horrible way to spend the 4th of July. So on a whim, I posted that video of Masahiro Tanaka getting hit by a line drive. I was watching the Yankees summer camp workout, as I've done the last couple days, just trying to get up to date on what's going on with the team. Watching Giancarlo Stanton hit, and he hits a bullet, line drive, hits Masahiro Tanaka right in the head. I'm going to show it, so if you don't want to see it, if this type of thing bothers you, look away. You can see that it's kind of a fat pitch right down the middle, and Giancarlo hits it right back. Boom, right off his head. Had to be 100+ miles an hour. Tanaka goes down. He kind of flinches, grabs his leg. You know, it's possible he's had hamstring problems. It's possible that when he fell down, he pulled his hamstring. That's definitely a possibility. Beyond the head injury. Remember a couple years ago, Tanaka was rounding third. I think it was against the Mets, and he pulled both hamstrings and missed some time on the injured list. But Tanaka is definitely going to be out from this. I mean, it looked like he, is going to definitely get concussion symptoms. They had him kind of tracking the trainer's finger while he was sitting on the ground. He walked off gingerly. I wouldn't say under his own power completely. They were kind of helping him along, but it didn't look good. He looked queasy, like he was going to throw up, which is a symptom of a concussion. I know because I've had one. And it's no fun. I've never been hit by a line drive like that, but I've hit them. And I can tell you that when you connect on a ball and it goes right back at the pitcher, it generally means you squared it up perfectly. And Giancarlo Stanton had several balls last year, even though he didn't play very much, that were hit over 110 miles an hour. When he connects on the barrel of the bat, I mean, look at the dude. Look how jacked he is. When he hits it, it's hard, and there's a solid chance that this ball was 120 miles an hour. Now, obviously, thoughts and prayers, if that's your thing, to Tanaka and his family. He's got some young children. Obviously, baseball is a secondary concern, and I'll get into the impact on the Yankees in just a second. There's no word yet on Tanaka's condition. It's probably a concussion. It looked like it got him in the upper right quadrant of his head. It went straight up. If it had gone backwards, towards the plate, that would mean it was more of a temple shot. So it was kind of above the temple, it looked like. So you got to think that, he's going to survive this, although he could have a subdermal hematoma, which is basically, I'm not a doctor, but my understanding is it's blood and buildup underneath the skull and between the skull and the brain, swelling. Which they would have to relieve the pressure of. You might remember a couple years ago a minor league coach who actually used to be a player in the Yankee system. I think his name was Mike Coolbaugh, was killed when he was coaching first base or third base, and he was hit by a line drive, and it hit him actually in the back of the head, but it kind of hit in a way that it, I guess, separated his spine from his skull or his brain or something like that. Again, I am not a doctor. Don't listen to me, but it's on Wikipedia. You can read stories about it. But yeah, obviously tragic. That's why base coaches wear helmets now. And I've been saying for years that pitchers should be able to wear some kind of a protective hat. I know some guys, don't like the way it looks, but, when a ball hits you in the head, it can kill you, and it can do serious damage. And I understand it's heavy. It's not super comfortable, but you got to protect yourself, and not to put any blame on Tanaka. He did nothing wrong there. He's a terrific fielder. In fact, he almost got a glove on that ball. But it's obviously terrible. The Yankees have obviously already suffered an injury with Luis Severino. He's out for the season with Tommy John surgery. It's a shortened season. So Tanaka was probably going to be your number 2 or your number 3, possibly behind Paxton, but probably number 2 behind Cole, especially in the postseason where he's just money. And I'm a big Tanaka fan. I guess it was 6 years ago now when they signed him. And that winter, up until the point where they signed him, he had just gone 24-0, 1.27 ERA for the Rakuten Golden Eagles. I probably pronounced that wrong. I probably butchered that. Sorry. But I was so excited. It was down to the Yankees, the Cubs, and I think there were a few other teams involved, possibly the Diamondbacks, teams that were bidding on Tanaka. Ultimately, the Yankees won a 7-year, $155 million contract. He starts out 11-1 with a 1.99 ERA. He's absolutely filthy, absolutely tremendous. Then he hurts his elbow. He's never quite been the same, although he's had some pretty good years. He's been awesome in the postseason, and I was really excited for this year, for this version of Tanaka, because you figure down the stretch, you know, he's got 12 starts or so in the 60-game season. You figure, you know, he'll probably go all out and not really protect the elbow because he wants to pitch as well as he can to try and get the Yankees into the postseason and to earn a contract. You know, if he goes 10-2 with a 2.50 ERA, then hell, he's going to get a nice contract. But this is obviously a setback. There's no telling how long he's going to be out. Now, I'm not sure really how the injured list rule works this year. I know you have a player pool of 60 guys. I don't know if you can swap them in and out every day or what. But if somebody does know, please tell me in the comments. But just from watching this, I would say he's got a concussion at minimum and a skull fracture at worst. Obviously, we don't know. We won't know until the Yankees diagnose it. And let's hope that the Yankees doctors, you know, are actual doctors, not frickin' Dr. Spaceman from 30 Rock. You know, these clowns from last year who watched the whole team get injured. And what is with our luck with injuries? I mean, everybody's getting hurt. Somebody wrap Garrett Cole in bubble wrap because we need him. He's the guy. And Aaron Judge, too. He had that rib issue. So let's hope and pray for Tanaka's speedy recovery. It didn't look good. But hey, this is why you have depth. Oh, and welcome to all of my new subscribers who joined today. Please do like and subscribe. I will be doing a game day show recap of every game the Yankees play this season. And at the end of the year, I'll be releasing a documentary about the season. So tune in, come back, like, subscribe, you know, all that social media jazz. See you next time.